If you've ever worked somewhere with security cameras, you probably assume they're there to protect you, to watch the doors, the parking lot, the hallways. But what most people don't realize is that someone has to watch those cameras, night after night, sometimes 4 hours, alone. 3 winters ago, a night security guard named Kevin Dalton worked the overnight shift at a small office complex outside Denver. The job was simple. Sit in the security room, watch the monitors, walk the building once every hour. Nothing ever happened. Until the night Kevin noticed something strange on camera 12. At first, it looked like someone was walking through the parking lot. But there was a problem. The security system showed that camera 12 had been disconnected months earlier, and the man on the screen was looking directly into the camera. The Redwood Business Plaza sits just off Interstate 25, about 20 minutes north of downtown Denver. During the day it's busy. Law offices, insurance companies, 2 small tech startups. But after 10 p.m., the building empties out completely, just rows of dark offices, quiet hallways, and humming fluorescent lights. Kevin Dalton had been working security there for almost a year. 32 years old, former warehouse supervisor. After layoffs, the night shift job was the best he could find. Most nights were painfully boring. Kevin sat in a small security office near the lobby. 16 monitors glowed on the wall in front of him. Each one showed a different part of the building: hallways, elevators, parking lot, loading dock. It was late January, and outside the wind pushed snow across the asphalt parking lot. Kevin leaned back in his chair, sipping cold gas station coffee. The time on the monitor read to 47 a.m. That's when he noticed it. Camera 12, at the bottom corner of the monitor wall, showing the east parking lot. Kevin frowned, because camera 12 shouldn't have been showing anything. That camera had stopped working months earlier after a wiring problem. Maintenance had disconnected it. Kevin leaned closer. The image was grainy, black and white. Snow blowing across the empty lot. Then something moved, a figure. Walking slowly across the parking lot. Kevin sat up straight. The man on the screen was wearing a dark jacket, hands in his pockets, walking slowly through the snow. Kevin checked the other parking lot cameras. Camera 10, nothing. Camera 11, empty. Camera 13, also empty. But camera 12 clearly showed someone outside. Kevin grabbed the radio. Security check. East lot. No response. There wasn't anyone else on shift. He kept watching the screen. The man stopped, right in the center of the frame. Then he slowly turned his head and looked straight at the camera. Kevin felt a strange chill. Not fear exactly, just the uncomfortable feeling of being watched. He opened the camera settings panel. Camera 12 status, offline. No signal. Kevin leaned closer to the screen. The man took a few steps forward. Closer to the camera, the image flickered. Snow distorted the view, but Kevin could see the man's face now, pale, still, and completely expressionless. Then the man raised one hand and pointed directly at the camera. Kevin muttered under his breath, "What the hell?" The image suddenly went black. Camera 12 disappeared from the monitor grid. Just a blank square. Kevin rubbed his eyes. Probably just a glitch. Still, he grabbed his jacket. Time for the hourly building check anyway. The lobby felt colder than usual. Wind rattled the glass doors. Outside, snow drifted across the parking lot under the streetlights. Kevin stepped outside. His boots crunched in the thin layer of ice. He walked toward the east parking lot. Empty. Just rows of parked cars belonging to daytime employees. No footprints. No movement. Kevin scanned the lot carefully. Nothing. He shook his head. Definitely a system glitch. He turned to head back inside. Then his radio crackled. But instead of the usual static, he heard something else. Breathing, slow, uneven. Kevin frowned. "Hello." The breathing stopped. Then a voice spoke, low, distorted through static. "Kevin." His chest tightened. "Who is this?" The voice didn't answer. Instead, it asked a question. "Why are you outside?" Kevin looked around the parking lot. Snow still blowing across the pavement. "How do you know that?" The radio went silent. Kevin hurried back inside the building. The security room monitors were still on. Everything looked normal, except one thing. Camera 12 had returned. Kevin stared at it. The same grainy parking lot view, snow drifting under the lights. And standing directly in front of the camera was the same man, closer now, so close his face filled most of the screen. Kevin's throat went dry. The man slowly raised his hand again. But this time, he wasn't pointing at the camera. He was pointing behind Kevin. Kevin froze. The security room suddenly felt to quiet, to still, very slowly. Kevin turned around. The hallway behind the security office was empty. Just a long corridor and closed doors. He turned back to the monitor. The man was still there, still pointing. Then Kevin noticed something that made his stomach drop. The man's face looked familiar. Not just familiar, recognizable. Kevin leaned closer to the screen, studying the man's eyes, the shape of his jaw, the scar near his eyebrow. His voice came out barely above a whisper. No, because the man on the screen looked exactly like him. Kevin stepped closer to the monitor wall, heart pounding. The man on camera 12 didn't move, just stared, snow drifting behind him. Kevin slowly raised his hand. The man on the screen raised his hand too. Same movement, same timing. Kevin lowered his hand. The man lowered his, like a reflection, but that was impossible. Camera 12 faced the parking lot, not the security room. Kevin leaned closer to the screen. The image flickered for a brief moment. The background behind the man changed. It wasn't the parking lot anymore. It was a room, a small room, with 16 security monitors glowing on the wall. Kevin's breath caught in his throat. Because he recognized that room, it was the security office. The man on camera 12 slowly stepped backward, and the image widened. Now Kevin could see the entire room behind him. The same desk, the same chair, the same coffee cup, and sitting in the chair was Kevin. Watching the monitors, the image froze. Camera 12 went black again. Kevin slowly turned around. The chair behind him was empty, his coffee cup still steaming, and the radio on the desk crackled softly. Then the distorted voice returned, quiet, calm. "Kevin," a pause. "You're watching the wrong camera." Kevin looked back at the monitors. Camera 12 had reappeared, but now it showed the security office door. From inside the hallway and on the screen, the door handle was slowly turning.